All right, hello everybody. Happy Sunday, and I'm out here in Northern California, in the city of Fairfield, California. And I'm actually doing an open house. I have a house for sale, another one that just hit the market. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, a single-story home, a huge yard side, almost 9,000 square feet, and it's a flat land, so you can literally like place a pool or just do a barbecue or just a great place for gathering. It's listed for $509,998, so it's almost $510,000. Very reasonably priced, a great neighborhood, very quiet and very safe. So this is not the major thing that I wanted to talk about. So I wanted to give you a little overview about the current real estate market and what is going on. So right now in the state of California, which I can only speak of because I live here and I follow the rules and the notices and the news and everything. So we had the rental moratorium that was going on and was supposed to end around July, and eventually they decided to extend it, and now it was extended all the way up until September 30th. So it just ended, and today is October the 3rd. And so all the renters out there that were able to, still extend their moratorium instead the rentals, now the landlords are going to be more strict and are going to take some more. They're gonna actually hire lawyers and renters that are staying there and not paying for the mortgage that has been going on since COVID started. So now they're basically going to go to courts and will try to actually start it out with the renters before they take in more serious measures like evictions and such. So as of today, so we have the rental moratorium ended, and then we had also a loan moratorium and a mortgage moratorium. So all the people that was having mortgage on their homes are actually being able to actually postpone it. So like the mortgage companies were able to have them not paying for the mortgages and then basically extend it all the way up until the end of the year. So that's when at the end of the year they're gonna have to come up with this big amount to pay for all these months that they haven't been paying for. And the question is, would they be able to come up with those amounts, which can be as large as $70, $80, or $100,000 for a few months of not being able to pay for the mortgage because of some health or work situation. Another way that the lending companies have been, dealing with those mortgagees is basically, after assessing their situation and everything, so basically letting them, putting the mortgage payments into the back burner, so all the way up to the end of the loan, of the life of the loan. So basically, if they haven't been paying for like a few months for the mortgages, they're going to continue afterwards, after the agreement is ending, and they're going to keep on paying as from the beginning. And then at the end of the mortgage, they're gonna have to come up with the amount, towards the end of the mortgage to pay it off. Now, this situation actually created quite a bit of difficulties for a lot of people and homeowners, and especially now where they need to come up with a large sum, of those a few months of basically living and not paying for a mortgage. I can see there are going to be quite a bit of eviction coming up, and basically, foreclosures and some short sales, which I'm actually eligible to do. So by doing a foreclosure, that's probably not the best route to go, because once the bank issues the homeowner, the notice of default where they need to, pay the mortgage or you need to sell the property, and they're kind of ignoring it, they're going to give them another notice. And once the red slip gonna come up to their door, that's when it's becoming like very serious. And the bank eventually gonna, put the house for sale. They're gonna take it from them, they put it for sale for the value they think it's worth. And that homeowner that's been living there for all these years and been paying mortgage prior to COVID and prior the time that he encountered those difficulties, he's gonna lose it all and he's not gonna get a dime out of it. So this is the worst part, and I oftentimes tell my clients that if you feel like you might get into a foreclosure, it's better that you short sell your property. And by short selling, you're actually saving your property and your finances, and at least you can get something out of the collateral of that property that you've been living in. You've built all this equity over the years, and for some people it's like, it can be a lot, and you don't want to lose it all. So if you feel right now you're unable to pay for the mortgage any longer, the taxes and everything, just have a realtor helping you out, put it for sale, especially with this market being so hot, You need to oversee the situation before it's actually happened. So don't wait for the last minute when the bank gonna come and knock on your door and take the house from you, you know? Just do something right now and consult with a professional, you know? That's why we are here and, you know, here to actually help you save. So I was able to help a client that was about to basically lose his house. He hadn't been paying for a long time. On top of it, he had some payments and he had some lien on the house and some child support payment that he hadn't been paying. So he was in a really bad place. So I was literally able to sell it right before the bank came and took the house from him and make him a homeless person. So yeah, don't wait for the last minute, you know, consult a realtor. Have them do like an assessment, like a compatible market analysis about your property, how much it's worth. Of course, there are going to be a lot of different you know, things into what's going to be the value that's going to be determined on your property, and that's their job, that's what we do. So have them do that for you, and then we're gonna check like if there were any upgrades on the house, what the condition the property is in, and then at least, you know, have some money come out of it. You know, we're gonna sell everything that you own to the mortgage companies and the banks and collections, going to get paid off first, and then you're going to get paid after. So at least have something coming out of it rather than just, you know, losing it all. So with all these foreclosures that are probably going to be envisioned, and it's probably going to start by the end of this year, December of 2021, you know, all these homes gonna come for sale again. So it's gonna turn, I mean, right now it's a seller's market, so it's gonna still continue to be a seller's market, although we do see some kind of declining in properties. There is not as much supply right now, and we're in October. But the best part is, just because, you know, like the holidays are starting and, you know, the market started softening up. And I can see it by the trends. I can see the price adjustments. There are some, you know, properties that like going down, you know, changing the price, they stay longer on the market, and also the way they're being priced are not as crazy high and aggressive as they've been just literally a few months ago, you know, during the summer. So I would say for first-time buyers, or like the buyers that have been looking for a few months and been submitting offers and been having a difficult time to get their offers accepted, actually now is literally the perfect time. Like as October started, towards like from the middle of October, I would say, all the way up until the end of the year, it's like a great time to purchase a property and take advantage of the fact that interest rates are still very low, and they're going to go higher. Just spoke with a lender, and he said they're started already jumping higher slightly. And of course, we don't know where they're gonna go from here, but just because we've literally reached the top, like the peak of the real estate market, it started kind of already like fluctuating and slowing down. So take advantage of that, you know, before interest rates are going higher. Right now, the buyers that are going to be looking at properties are going to be more like very serious buyers, you know, rather than just looky looks, you know, like before. So definitely take advantage of it, you know. There is also more time kind of to negotiate. So I see with some home sellers, just because it's softening up and it's slowing down a little bit, they're willing to be a little bit more flexible with the terms and negotiate with people, and you know, just accommodate a little more to those buyers. So yeah, if you had any questions and you've been looking and you've been kind of thinking, okay, I'm just gonna wait, you know, after COVID, and quite frankly, we don't know when this whole thing gonna end. We might gonna have like another variant or another case of COVID like next year. So we really don't know. But the best advice is just don't wait too long, because you know, all this time that you're waiting and thinking something gonna happen or some major changes are going to occur, actually it's gonna come worse. And all this time that you could have started, you know, accumulating your sweat equity in the property, you know, and build your equity actually, and then use it as your collateral, as your bank, you're just wasting on it and keep on renting the property and making your landlord rich. And you don't want that, right? So stop making them rich and start becoming rich yourself. And you know, you can always use it as an investment properties. There are so many awesome and creative ways to use land and real estate for your advantage and have that collateral, that, you know, that income working for you. So in case a national pandemic such as this is gonna occur again, you won't be trapped. You know, you're gonna have a, you know, another plan, you know, backup plan, and you would have some kind of, you know, passive income coming in, you know. So just like this property today, I'm gonna give you a quick tour afterwards. it's a single family, but it has this huge lot size, which is almost 9,000 square feet is the lot, and it's a flat land. So it's something that is very desirable because you can do so much with that. And it's your land, like there is no HOA that's gonna limit you on doing things. And you just do whatever you want with that. So it means so much, it's literally gold. It's tangible, so that's why people are valuing it so much. So with this piece of lot, you can plant all kinds of plants or trees, whatever you want. You can create like a barbecue area for your friends and family. You can place a gazebo, you can place a pool. There are so many people now that are looking for a pool, especially if it's an area that's a little more hot. Like Fairfield can get pretty hot. Like today is about 96 degrees. However, it doesn't feel as hot because we still have the breeze coming up. But it's like a perfect place for installing a pool, which is going to be about $20,000 or so. And it does brings up the value of the property later on if you decide to rent it or to sell it. So you can't really lose with that. It's just a matter of the maintenance and cleaning the pool. But properties with pools are listed for so much more, and it's just because of the pool, So why not purchasing a property that's more in your price range and affordable for you, and like the payments are making sense for you and your partner, and then just create whatever you want with that backyard, Put your own pool, put like a waterfalls, put a grotto. I mean, it's all up to your imagination, right? So, all right, so that's all I wanted to tell you today. It's very exciting times for all of us. There are quite a bit of changes, also in the lending industries, but overall, as real estate is one of the safest investments you can do. So, make it wisely, consult with professionals and people you can trust, and people that are going to work hard for you and negotiate for you, and people that have a lot of energy, because they are going to have the energy and the power to, to do the best work for you. So let me give you a quick tour of the property now, and then if you know anybody that might be interested or looking to purchase a property, need some guidance with financing, or they feel like they might be heading towards a foreclosure on the property, or know anybody that have been having some difficulties, I do work with some amazing professionals that actually can help before it's too late. Okay, so enough preaching, let me give you a quick tour. Hi. All right. So right here, so this is the living room, fireplace, here is the kitchen. I mean, the property overall had some upgrades since there is a single man has been living here, and he doesn't need all of that. There is carpets on the flooring here, and there are like 3 bedrooms over there and 2 baths. Here is like the gathering, family room, and this wall right here in between can be knocked out. So you see, if you remove that wall, it's perfect. It creates that open space in the property. So the biggest asset I would like to say, besides the neighborhood and the area and the upgrades, it's the yard size. So this is the wooden deck. It's also updated. See how large it is. So this whole lot area is almost 9,000 square feet. And the fence is pretty sturdy, in a great condition. Alright, thanks for watching and joining me. I hope you learn a thing or two, and I'm here if you have any questions. Feel free to DM me. Serious inquiries only. Alright, here was Julia, and have a great weekend, and save your loved ones. Bye.